Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. So a while back, it's like been several years now. I don't exactly know how many years, but I'd have to dig through the channel. But I did a couple of guitars. I built this Flying V here from a kit that came from Build Your Own Guitar, and I built another one for someone else. It was a Strat. It was like part of a giveaway. We gave it to somebody. And anyway, I had a really good experience with the stains. I really liked them a lot. I liked applying the stain. I liked the effect. And I had a request from Isaac Galino. He reached out via the channel and said, hey, how did this Wudtone stain age over time? And one of the things I think that's cool about the stain is that it really does age, and pretty quickly, because it's only been a few years. You could go back and look and see when I did it. When that video, there was a series of videos probably about the construction of this and the staining of it and everything. And so it's been a few years, but it's aged a lot. Like I can tell where it's aged from the picking, you know, where it doesn't have a pick guard. This design only has like a very minimalist pick guard, unlike a Gibson style, although they varied over the years. But they always had more, it was like a Jackson. It was like just a piece of pick guard just covering the electronics. But there's a lot of wear, and in a cool kind of way, like not in a way that I'm disappointed in at all, especially since this is like a punk rock guitar for me. It's like super DIY. I've actually got it in this state right now because I need to reset the neck. But the finish has worn off a lot, like on the neck, which never stained as red or deep as the body did. So the body stayed like, redder, deeper, just by, circumstances of the wood or whatever. And the neck, I guess maybe the grain is closed more. Who knows? Maybe it's a smaller piece. But I've heard that, is the case sometimes with mahogany. And this is an all mahogany guitar kit. So this aged a lot and like really faded out in a cool way. So if you wanted the guitar to be like, stay new looking, like a Fender, like a poly finish, or like, even a nitro finish, and you wanted to keep it for a long time and age it slowly, I don't know if this would be the one for you, especially if you play the guitar a lot and aren't super careful with it. I've kind of just used this as a, test dummy as far as like learning how to do things on guitar and just this and that. I learned a lot on it. And actually I need to, get it going again. I used hide glue, and it was pretty easy to get the neck off, which I was hoping would be the case. Need to get it up and running again because it's a nice beater to take out and play live and just have fun with. But I would say that the Wudtone finish ages in a really nice way that I prefer, like a pretty fast sort of, kind of almost like relic aging, but with style and like, not looking forced at all. It's like the nature of the staining is sort of like relic already, and I'm assuming that, as I haven't looked at it in a while, it's been a gig bag, but it does seem like it's faded like a decent amount. Like the tone of the color is just gone more natural, wood instead of like a super red cherry finish. It's gone. It's kind of reverting back to the mahogany, underneath. So I really like it. I think it's cool. I like the color. The kit was, semi-okay, and perfect for like a, DIY learning experience, and to take it out as like a beater guitar, I just think it's cool. I like these. So if I was to build another V, and I was looking to use the Wudtone stain on another V, it would be Precision Guitars. Nothing against the BYOB, they're a fine company, and I think they make nice custom work, like the stuff I've looked at on the internet looks really nice. But what these are, or what this was, because they have all kinds of kits, but this was like their pretty cheap kit, that they were basically just picking out the best of the sellers that they were getting from China, and then selling those, at like a premium. So it was under $200, for what it is. But that's what that kit was. So, I was never expecting much out of it, but I do think that the stain made it, cool. And I would say that if I was going to buy the Wudtone stain and do another Flying V project, it would be Precision Guitars. And by the way, I don't think BYOB even makes this or even sells this anymore. Might have gotten in some kind of hassle with Gibson. But over at Precision Guitars, they have these really nice looking ones that apparently are really easy to set the neck on, because I had trouble with this, and I bet I would still have trouble with it. Whenever I do it, I'm going to have trouble with it. But the Precision Guitars apparently are very easy to set the neck on because the way they design it, and it's made of limba, like this guitar, except it's white limba. This one is black limba because they, it has, you can see all the elements of the tree in there, whereas the white ones are the spaces where none of this is happening, and that's like the choice wood if you want, the original Carina Flying V, which this would kind of look like. But what I was thinking of doing with the Wudtone stain was doing like they have a clear, and I was thinking of using clear with like some gold specks mixed in, so like clear basically, but some gold like rubbed in to the wood, and on maybe on the neck or whatever, on the headstock. And then, what was the other thought I had? Oh, and then gold hardware. So everything would be gold, except for the pick guard, like the tuning pegs and everything would be gold. And then you would have the Wudtone, it's like a transparent nothing stain that would be great on limba. But just to make it a little different, kind of Mary Kay it a little bit, put that gold speckle in there, and then I don't know, you could get creative with the pickguard color too, but they sell their own pickguard that matches up with the guitar, so I probably would just go with that and use black. But anyway, that's the update on the Wudtone stain. I would go back and use them again because I like this guitar I use just regular shellac. So I like that kind of thing. I've gotten so used to it now that when I pick up, heavily painted guitars, they feel different. They feel, I don't know, they just don't feel as personal to me like I never would have thought, because I remember picking up a Gibson Faded, when those came out, and I remember thinking, this feels really weird, you can like feel the grain, and now I think that's, I like that. So it's, opinions change over time, taste may vary. Alright, so hopefully that gave you a little bit of information, Isaac, that can help you make a purchase or decide on a project or whatever. Because it is important to sort of understand what you're getting into, because you have something in mind, you want to achieve that goal. So I would recommend the Wudtone to this day. And for kids, I can't recommend them yet because I haven't tried it, but the next one I would try would be Precision Guitars if I was going to build a Flying V. This one I put together on my own, and with some help obviously from the builder, Toby, but I've just had, this has been incredible. So I don't even play another guitar and right now, so that's why this one has had no love. Alright, so hopefully that answers any questions, gives a quick update, or maybe a lengthy update on on how I feel about the aging of the Wudtone stains, and I feel terrific about it. I like the way it kind of happens, and it doesn't look forced or anything. It looks like the guitar's been around for a long time. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully that helps. I'm back to recording, working on my stuff, so I'll be updating all the people who watch the channel for the Zoom. See you next time.